Hello there guys, how's it going? I hope you're all having a good day so far. Today, on Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, it is time to bring the original version of the game to a close. It is time for Chapter 12, which was once the final chapter in the game. Obviously, it isn't anymore, but for all intents and purposes, this is where the game ends. We're going to be fighting the final boss today, and it is going to be acting as a bit of a finale before we go into a break, and then we'll move on to the epilogue stuff. But I'll talk about all of that at the end. I just wanted to share what this really adorable cat was doing. They absolutely nailed it with the animations for the pets in this game. Obviously, I shared the one on Discord earlier where it was playing on the hologram table. That was adorable. So, I have been quite busy between streams. I have made myself a squad of level 50 skells. These were all skells that I designed during my original playthrough. These weren't viewer designed because in that original playthrough, I didn't see much point because we were seeing 4 new skells and they basically only got 1 stream of screen time, and that was for the story finale. And then in the post game, I just went and got an Ares, so they got benched pretty quickly after that. We will be seeing a lot more of them on this playthrough. You'll see why once we get to the epilogue. It's not just that though, I have been doing a lot of work on my ground build. I have basically perfected it. This has got a really, really good overdrive going on here. Once my Skell is out of commission during the final fight, I should be pretty competent once I get onto the ground. I've gone for ether damage just because it does tend to be the best when it comes to the meta, because the best damaging skill in the game is based on ether damage. I don't think I've ever spoken about this skill on stream before. This is Core Crusher. Basically, you sacrifice doing appendage damage for doing more damage just in general. So you won't be able to damage appendages, but you'll do more to the enemy. The catch is, it has to be ether attacks. Thankfully, ether weapons tend to be really good anyway, so it's just absurdly broken. And yeah, they did not change that in Definitive Edition. It is still extremely powerful. If you can manage to get through without a hitch, I'm sure someone who actually knows what they're doing probably can. Well, that's a lot of pressure. We'll see. Let's jump right in to Chapter 12, shall we?
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, this is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I come before you with truly joyous news. News that I have been longing to be able to share with you since we first set foot on this unknown world. Thanks to the tireless efforts of the brave men and women of Blade, we have finally succeeded in securing the location of the Lifehold Core. Now make no mistake, recovery of the core will not be easy, especially as the Ganglion continue their persecution of our people. But as long as we forge ahead with the same determination and fortitude that got us this far, I have every confidence we will succeed in our mission. We will return to our natural bodies and take our place as living, breathing residents of our new home here on Mira. Until then, I ask you all to stand together in strength and courage as proud citizens of NLA.
All right, Blades. You heard what the man said. It's now or never. So let's get right to it. Your mission is to secure the Lifehold Core and activate its backup power system. We'll have the exact location isolated in the next 2 hours. You'll leave as soon as we have coordinates. We're counting on all of you. Each and every single Blade will participate in this mission. Godspeed.
All right, everybody, dig in. And don't hold back. I made enough for everyone.
Tatsu helped with cooking too. Wow, you really went all out.
It smells amazing. Don't go hogging it all, Gwyn.
Yeah, whatever. You're one to talk.
How kind of you to desert us like this, Lynn.
What in the hell is this? We're going to war here, people!
And you know what they say. Can't go to war on an empty stomach.
Can't go to war if you're dead, either. Which is us if the Lifehold's power runs out. For all we know, the Ganglion are already at the core, getting ready to tear it apart. You still hungry? If we lose this one battle, we lose everything.
We already understand that, Doug. But you heard what Nagi said. We have to wait while they pinpoint the core's location.
Like this? You just don't get it, do you?
No, Doug. You don't get it.
What?
You think you're the only one here who's worried? We all are. We're scared to death. That's why we're here. Together.
Look, Irina...
Lynn is just trying to keep up morale the best way she knows how.
Yeah! Pick on Linley and you answer to Tatsu!
All right. Look, Lynn. I'm sorry. I'm on edge. Worried, freaked out, all of it. Forgive me, okay?
No, but bring me 10 hot cocos, and we'll talk.
From that place you love, right? Okay, you got it.
It's time to eat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Hey, wait for us!
Save some for Tatsu!
Help yourself, Doug.
Roger that.
Oh man, am I stuffed.
I couldn't eat another bite. Tatsu cannot move.
Amazing as always, Lynn. Thank you.
Now I get why Irina and the Commander are always making excuses to swing by. That was delicious, Lynn.
Oh, you guys. Don't make me blush. I'm just glad you enjoyed it.
Well, I should be getting back. Thanks for the eats.
Shall we, Lieutenant?
Yeah, we'd better go too. This was really great, Lynn. Thanks.
Yeah, this was fun, Lynn.
Indeed. It was a most enjoyable food ritual.
All right. Good luck out there, guys.
Elma, the analysis is just about finished. Gather your team and get over here.
On our way.
That was a really nice start to the chapter. You can tell things have gotten serious, because in that entire cutscene there was not one joke about eating Tatsu. Lynn must be really, really worried. I feel sorry for the poor girl. Right, before I head over to Blade Tower though, I would just quickly like to... hold on. I think I knocked that while I was cleaning. I would quickly like to confirm that a certain something does exist. You will notice that I don't have a Hresvelg in my lineup. I've lowered that too much now. But level 50 Hresvelgs do exist. I just didn't feel like using one. So if I go into Armory Alley and show off, it is indeed a thing you can buy. It works slightly differently to the other level 50 scales. For all of these ones, you need to get Sakuraba to level 5 in your arms manufacturers. Hresvelg, though, isn't made by Sakuraba. You need to get Granada Galactic Group to level 5. Really, getting Sakuraba to level 5 was the priority in the original, but now there's a reason to get at least one of the others up to level 5. I mean, I tend to get them all to level 5 anyway. I'm rolling in Moranian by the end of the game. It happens pretty naturally, to be honest. I've never had to grind for that. But that's just because I know what I'm doing when it comes to probes.
I see.
Alright, here we go. Final battle is about to begin. Let's go for the briefing.
That's the Lifehold core?
The coordinates place it off the west coast of Kaldros. It's no wonder we couldn't find it. It's way out in the middle of the ocean.
Did it sink underwater?
We'll find out soon enough. Let's suit up and get going. Secretary?
Our survival as a species hinges on your efforts. Elma, we need your help. Please save us.
We're all in this together, Secretary. My goal hasn't changed since I first set foot on the White Whale. You of all people should know that. I intend to see this through. That should go without saying.
I know. It's just, we've put so much on your shoulders.
You can make it up to me with a nice long vacation once this is all over. This planet fascinates me to no end. I'd love to take some time to explore it with no agenda.
Oh, can Tatsu be Elma's guide? Of course, Tatsu do it free of charge. It's all over the house.
Let me guess. Elle taught you that one?
We sent the coordinates to every Blade team we got. Elma, I want you to act as commander for everyone out there in the field.
I'd be honored, Mr. Chief Engineer.
I forgot how much I miss being called that. Commander makes me feel like some useless old stuffed shirt.
Yeah, and shirts aren't your style. All right, team, let's go.
Roger.
Tatsu has lunches all packed.
Tatsu, I don't think we need lunches. We just ate like a 20-course dinner. I think we're fine when it comes to food. Right, there we go. That is all the preamble out of the way. It's time to head out to the Lifehold core. It is now shown up on the map. You can't just go and stumble upon this like you can the other Lifehold pieces. It does only spawn in Chapter 12. I think the idea is that it's underwater until the Ganglion pull it out. Which explains why no one saw it, because the thing is bloody massive. Right, this is probably the closest probe that I have. Actually, you know what? I am not going to fly. I'm going to save fuel and just drive over the ocean. And there it is. Looks like the Ganglion got there first. Just taking a minute here to enjoy the calm before the storm. This ocean theme is really relaxing.
Damn! They got to it already!
No, not yet. Look where it meets the water.
Is that a force field?
The Lifehold was designed to sustain human life at all costs. The defensive shields that surround the core won't go down so easily.
So in other words,
We've nothing to worry about?
I didn't say that. Remember, they don't need to break into the core. They just have to keep us out until time runs out. Which is soon.
Speaking of time, it's time to kick some ganglion butts.
Yes, yes! Friends kick ganglion in butts.
That's the spirit. I need you all at your best. Everyone's counting on us to see this through. And we won't get a second chance. All units, this is your commander, Elma. My team will take point. We'll breach the core, and then once inside, attempt to activate the backup power. Doug, Irina, Gwyn, and Elle, you're with us. All other teams, focus on clearing our approach, then defend our position once we're in. That is your priority, not destroying all enemy craft. Are we clear?
Team Grossada, roger!
Trishula, roger!
Ningursu, roger.
Balma, roger.
Team Surtur, roger. We'll take out any hostiles along your approach.
Breach team, let's go!
Roger!
Look at all of those characters that I haven't shown off this playthrough. I do love that cutscene though. Oh, it just gets you hyped for the final battle. It's so cool when you see the Skells actually doing things in cutscenes. I just wish that they would use the Skells you actually had equipped to the characters. It's a complaint that comes up a lot with X, and I definitely do agree with that one. We spend all this time making custom mechs, and we barely get to see them when it comes to the story. Anyway, let's stop wasting time. We don't have long. Alright, I want to try and plan my route here so I don't get into too many fights before I reach the Lifehold. Never mind. This should be a nice good warm-up before the final boss. Just make sure everyone is concentrating their fire. You just went straight above and ignored them. I mean, I could do that, but it doesn't feel right to. You know, I feel like we've got to work for this a little bit. It is the final chapter.
Finally. The Lifehold core.
Let's hurry, before they can follow us inside. All right, here we go.
Our real bodies. We can finally be whole again.
Attention, this is Lifehold Core Control. System energy levels have dropped below 0.2. Shielding will be disabled in T-minus 1,000 seconds. Repeat. This is Lifehold Core Control.
What? 15 minutes and we lose the shields?
If the core runs out of power, the shields will be the least of our problems.
Well, yes and no. We need to keep the core powered, but we do also need those shields.
It's two birds with one stone's throw away. The shields will cause the ganglion to use up their materiel and retreat.
Exactly. Everything comes down to getting the backup power source online.
Right then. Let's do it.
I mean, that is a fair mentality to have, Ben, but the way I see it is the ganglion don't know that. They're just picking fights on everyone that comes through, and if they did know that, they would definitely be targeting us, so gotta get some fights in, you know, just for the narrative tension. Anyway, it's the point of no return. It's time to save the game, just in case. I shouldn't need the backup save. I feel like I'm adequately prepared, but you can never be too safe.
Once we're inside, there's no turning back. Everyone ready?
Elma, I was born ready.
You're sure now?
Elma, I just said I was born ready. You don't say that when you're not sure.
Why have we not received confirmation that the target is destroyed? What is the delay?
Grandmaster, sir, the target appears to have some manner of customized Trion barrier.
A Trion barrier? Are you daft? These are humans we're talking about. No one outside of the Clue system has access to Trion technology. And those scales of theirs. How did a primitive race like theirs manage to piece those together?
As you say, Grandmaster. But if they are truly the Founder's descendants...
Don't speak to me of myths! Ha! A tale to frighten children! They are the disease, not the cure. They are not the failsafe!
Number 4 cupola is down!
Heavy damage sustained in turret cluster 3.
The enemy forces are rallying. Sir, we can no longer effectively strike the target.
Where are the interceptors?
An enemy detachment has cut them off. They can't reach us.
But these are savages, not... No, I refuse to believe it. Prepare the Vita. I shall crush them myself.
Grandmaster, with all due respect, sir, the Vita belongs to the Great One. Your body could not withstand it.
The Great One's blood runs in these veins. I will use it, because I must use it. You loathsome apes! Prophecy or no prophecy, you will not be the end of our people! I swear it! Ah, yes, your barrier. You think it can stop the Vita? Stop the Great One!
Welcome to the Lifehold Core. It's not taken as long to reach it this time compared to last time, but it's still been a pretty lengthy journey. And it feels good to finally be here. Hey, Coffee, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Elma, we need to get inside ASAP. Also, Elma, just confirming you want to go inside. Oh, you gotta love it. Video game's gonna video game. Let's get this door open.
Is this it? Will my unending thirst for knowledge be satiated at long last?
Yeah, so then, where is it all? All I see is a whole lot of nothing.
It's so quiet. I feel like we're back in the cathedral.
Okay, Elma. What's the deal here? Where are all the stasis capsules? Where the hell are all our bodies?
Don't tell me. This isn't the core?
Whoa, what? Seriously?
This has to be it. You all saw what the core looked like in the mission briefing. This is definitely it.
Lynn's right. This is the place.
Then where are all the people we brought with us from Earth?
You're all controlling these MIMs from your real bodies, asleep in stasis. That's the explanation you were given by NLA, or should I say ECP officials. That was the official story. But it's not the whole truth.
Colonel, what do you mean?
Wretched humans. You'd be dead already if it wasn't for that blasted barrier.
What the? It's that mech they stole from the hangar.
Ganglion?
He's an ugly mother. Eesh.
You must be the Ganglion leader. The one Lao spoke of. Luxar, was it?
That's him?
Do not presume to address me. You defile my name by even speaking it. Only the Great One may call me that.
Great One?
I am here to purge the universe of your disease, once and for all.
What are you so afraid of? Destroying the Earth wasn't enough. You had to chase down the survivors and destroy them too. What's their threat? You'd even risk flying that crippled mech. That's right, isn't it? It's not complete. It's still missing something vital.
Interesting. Then you're not entirely ignorant, are you? Perhaps your human birthright allows you to sense it, even in that puppet shell.
Birthright?
You're no ordinary puppet. You must be the one responsible for the Trion barrier, the Skells, this whole blasted mess!
Huh?
Then perhaps I am mistaken after all. Perhaps humanity is the failsafe of legend. But you will not find the Ganglion content to submit and resign ourselves to that fate. No. Instead, I will purify this world and prepare it for the advent of the Great One. Now, humans, you die!
Okay, you know we're listening to this boss theme.
I shall purge you from the cosmos!
This should tide me over. I shall stun you cold in your tracks.
I got him pinned! Could this be the power-up button? So long! Could this be the power-up button?
We've got the edge.
Please! Why would you leave?
How's this? We've got the edge.
Bumping up! How's this? Could this be the power-up button?
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. You wish.
Watch me lay into it!
Vita, answer my plea! Crush them!
Yes! Hit him again for me! This should improve things.
I will bury
Why
you!
did you leave?
Come on.
Bumping up! Could this be the power-up button?
One blow to end it all.
I shall stop you cold in your tracks. It's massive.
How can you be descended from them? I confess, you were right about one. I was indeed fearful of humanity, of your threat. At the dawn of the cosmos, the Samarians arrived from another plane. We Gangren are forbidden from turning against them. If we ever tried, we would be destroyed. I thought that it was just a myth. And yet here you are, the descendants of Samar! You miserable humans! How could you dare witness such a primitive people? Barbarians! And yet the stories would have us bow down before you? Never! I will escape these compounds.
So long! This round could have hurt like a
Or losing your battle.
One blow to
Any
end it all.
who perpetuate the myth must be destroyed!
Weaken him and lay in! I've got him!
Yeah, we're on top of this now. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Gotcha.
Why would you leave?
While we still can.
We mustn't let this go. Get out of hand.
We've got the edge. Come on.
Fear is your only inheritance.
Get out of hand.
Hey, you're only people, you blight! You are the ones destined to die out, not us!
Beam shuttle deploy! How's this? Could this be the power-up button?
Right, I think we've heard enough. Time to jump in. So, the Vita is now completely immune to attacks as long as these shield satellites that it summons are still around. And it can definitely do a lot more to us in this phase than it could in the first phase. I am actually going to have to use some arts here if I want to win. I can't just get by on auto attacks like I did during phase 1, which, honestly, it's kind of wild that I got through phase 1 without using any arts myself. That's kind of what happens when you over-prepare like I did. But yeah, the 11th hour lore drop, this game really does hold its story back until you're basically done. Speaking of done, so's Luxar.
Then, the old tales have come to pass. Even the Vita. Even the Great One's own vessel bested by these primates. It's absolutely sickening.
The bigger they come, the harder they fail.
We came here to ensure the survival of the human race. The will to live is stronger than the will to destroy, Luxar. That is why you lost here today.
If only I could see him, the Great One, one last...
Is it over?
Sure looks that way.
Lieutenant, we did it!
First dance of victory, then Lenly's victory feast.
Sure, Tatsu. I'm game.
Let us dance up a storm in any port!
Elma, what were you saying before the battle?
Hey, come on, lighten up. We just finally beat the Ganglion. Tatsu even wants to be part of the victory feast. Isn't that right, Tatsu?
Wait! When Lenly say part of the feast...
Yeah. I mean, we'll all eat you, in celebration.
No! Tatsu want nothing to do with Lenly's feast. Nothing at all.
Oh, okay. We'll just eat without you then.
But wait, no! Lenly know what Tatsu means.
I'm sure you two will work it out somehow. Anyway, getting back to the conversation from earlier. So, that big machine hanging above us?
I've never seen one anywhere near that size, but it looks like a 7th generation quantum mainframe.
That's exactly right. It's by far the most technologically advanced computer humanity has ever created, in terms of both speed and capacity. It's also the foundation for the Earth Life Colonization Project. It's where all your consciousnesses have been recorded.
What?
Elma, you mean...
Yes, that's what I mean. And not just everyone in New LA. The essence of all 20 million humans we brought with us from Earth are there, including all their memories, their genetic makeup, anything and everything. It's all been digitized and stored away in the core, right up there.
Then, what about our bodies?
You mean the originals all this data was sampled from? They were destroyed, along with the Earth.
Then, wait, you mean we're already dead?
You could see it that way. Or you could see it differently. The bodies you were born with, and all the chemicals and organs that created and stored your thoughts, are gone. But yourself has lived on as data, from the moment the project scanned your minds. It's all been stored here as part of the long-term plan, until it could be moved back into a real body.
What real bodies?
I'll show you. Those capsules represent a sample of all the genetic material that could be found on Earth. Exodus was always about more than just fleeing the planet. Ships like the White Whale were designed as arks, to carry the building blocks of all life on Earth to the next world.
Ark? You mean as in, like, Noah's Ark?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. A last-ditch effort to save all living things, that they might someday flourish again. This entire chamber is filled with protoplasmic fluid. You see how it works. It can regenerate life from the genetic data stored above.
Including humans? All of us?
Once your bodies are cultivated, your present memory can be transferred back in. Everything you've felt or done in your MIM will be carried over seamlessly, without any loss in continuity.
You mean we'll have our bodies back? It sounds too good to be true.
It is too good to be true. Our bodies were real. We were born in them. And now you just snap your fingers and bam, we get new ones? Is that even right? Doesn't feel like it. Are we even humans anymore? Transferring our memories? Playing musical chairs with our bodies? Where do you draw the line? How do I know I'll be the same person I was wherever I end up?
To some extent, you won't be. But then, you never were. On a cellular level, we all wake up as slightly different people every day. It's only because of the continuity of consciousness that we even perceive ourselves as ourselves. It's all a fragile illusion. And until anyone proves we all have a soul, one better left to the philosophers. You're right to have doubts, Doug. This was the single biggest debate among the ECP board, and rightly so.
So then...
We did talk about putting actual bodies in stasis. We seriously considered it. In fact, some of the other projects took that path, but they would have been lucky if their ships were able to hold 50,000. The Exodus arcs were different. Enough data and materials to revive 20 million people, perfectly preserved on each and every ship. The board weighed all the pros and cons, the ethical issues and dangers of violating the natural order of things. But this is what they landed on, and I agreed.
So, when Lao said our flesh burned away with the earth, he wasn't just being dramatic.
No, he must have discovered the truth, which only made his pain worse. That the same people who passed over his family were keeping this all secret.
It's no wonder he snapped. Poor bastard.
But even so, he never said anything. You know why, right? Because of you, Lynn. He didn't want to see you lose hope. In the end, he led us here, right? In the end, maybe he accepted it. I'd like to think he did.
Maybe so.
The ultimate hope with Project Exodus was that mimeosomes could escort this system to a safe new home, lay down the foundations of a new society, and basically reboot humanity, continue where it left off. Despite everything we've been through, with the ganglion and everything else, that dream is almost a reality. I know how you feel, Doug, and you can call it whatever you like, but I need to see this through. I'll have to live with my decision, but I get to live with my decision. What about you?
Sorry, Elma. This is just a lot to take in. To be honest, I still have big concerns, but I can see you're following the path you believed in, the choices you were given. So what the hell? I made it this far in a tin can. Why not?
Yeah. Me too.
Tatsu 3!
Tatsu, this has nothing to do with you.
What? No? Sorry, Tatsu a little lost, but if it means friends get to make more hum-hum, Tatsu gladly approve.
Hum-hum? The hell is that?
Tatsu have no idea.
Luxar!
He's still alive?
Human scum. Failsafe or not, you will never see your people reborn. You will die in those puppet bodies of yours!
Attention, this is Lifehold Core Control. The system has detected a threat to core integrity. Now initiating internal defensive measures.
That slug-faced bastard! He's targeting the main control system!
Give it up, Luxor! Silence, worm! You fools! You are the ones who don't belong here! Humanity is the cancer, not us!
Everyone, do whatever it takes! We have to stop him, and quickly!
Roger that.
Wait a second. Look!
Initiating internal defensive measures.
Are you kidding me?
The same system that regenerates life from Earth can also create biological weapons to defend itself. But those are... my God!
Those things? Those monsters are a defensive measure?
The system's malfunctioning. We have to stop it!
Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Hideous humans betrayed by their own hideous creation.
Who the hell are you calling hideous?
Wow!
You came!
Damn you!
This was not going anywhere. You deal with the core defenses.
Got it.
Where is Kitty Cat? Is he safe? Is he alright? Right, this fight is a massive pain if you let all of these guys get going, so, how about no? That is why I'm massively over-prepared. Fuck that fight.
Initiating internal defensive measures. Final phase.
You traitorous scum. What happened to our bargain? Do you humans have no principles at all?
Principles? You deal with a traitor, you really shouldn't be surprised when you get stabbed in the back!
You primitive little ingrate! Have you forgotten what they did to you? What they did to your family?
Oh, I remember all right. My family'd still be here if you hadn't brought your damned war to our doorstep. Because of you, there's only 20 million of us left. That leaves 9.98 billion reasons for me to want you dead. You who took my wife and daughter away from me, Luxor!
Damn it! Get him out of there!
This is human DNA. It was true. It was all true.
Hang on!
Wow, no!
I thought Exodus was a lie. One we all accepted because the truth was too painful. That humanity was meant to die off along with our home. Along with Earth. But something happened here on Mira. I realized I was wrong. These Mimiosomes, they aren't just ghosts or shadows. They're people. Seeds of new life that are struggling to take root. I finally see that now. What's happening? It's like all the life on Earth is flowing inside me.
Lifehold be destroyed. This time, I'll shoot.
Elma! Please!
She's right. It's not me anymore. This body is beyond my control. Please, Lynn, put an end to this. Don't let me be the one who finally ruins everything. Everything humanity has achieved to get us this far!
Last warning, Lynn. You need to move.
Okay. But then I'm fighting too. Not just for our sake, but for his! And you? Are you with me? Thank you.
Well then, it's time to listen to one of my favorite final boss themes ever. This is The Key We've Lost.
Don't want to be like this.
Just be safe. So long!
You've got the edge. Come on.
I got up the end! How's this?
One blow to end it all.
This is it! Take this!
You have more damage than that.
Deploying field. You've got the edge.
Could this be the power of flashback?
Your wish.
How's this? Understood.
Where does this tension coming from?
It's no use. Can we buff up and regroup?
Tension coming from? Feels wonderful. His memories, they are part of me now. When he dissolved, he became one with the protoplasm. Listen to me. I see now the reason why they fear the Samarians. A long time ago, the Samarians created new life forms to save them. They created
The ganglion. The original ganglion was synthesized, but artificial. Which is why they fear humans. The descendants of their creators.
Right, as much as I love this theme, we're into phase 2 now, and this is where the fight is actually going to get really tricky. Let's get out. Just to keep my scale fuel. Anyway, I am going to be fighting this guy on foot, though. I do have a pretty nice overdrive build prepared. Does mean we won't get to hear the boss theme anymore, though. I do wish that it didn't overwrite the final boss theme. That is a pretty big complaint I have with this version of the game. Hey, Joe, welcome to the stream. Yeah, big spoilers. This is the final boss of the original version of the game. So, yeah. Alright, I do have Arts Gain TP on here, so as long as I keep spamming Arts, I should eventually build up my TP. Did the overdrive theme not? No, it did override on the Wii U. It's just that they didn't fix it. Okay, I want to get another debuff on him. Please stay alive, guys. Okay, nearly there, nearly there. It's a monolith tradition at this point. It really is. I feel like they do it on purpose. Right, here we go. Okay, that did a nice amount of damage, and let's finish him off.
New powers.
Lao!
Maxar and these other synthesized life forms were implanted with a failsafe. Insurance, in case the Samarians ever lost control of them. The key to their failsafe lives on in the human body. The Samarians' descendants, our very DNA is capable of stopping the ganglion once and for all. That's why they fear us. Not our limbs, but the life form that could bring us back in the flesh.
Wow.
You did the right thing. All this has to show me. We've achieved our goal. Humanity has a future. Soon, any threat from the ganglion will be gone. Once we have our bodies. Once we are whole.
How's it look?
Is it still running?
It's fine. Looks like it held together.
Thank God. We saved it. All of us.
But we couldn't save Lao.
On the contrary. By stopping him and preventing him from destroying the system, we saved Lao too.
That's right. His DNA and his memories. All of it is still stored in here.
Exactly. And with this, now we finally have the means to bring him back.
But wait. Would he even want to come back?
All the things he did. He'll be able to remember them all, right?
All the more reason. You can't make up for your mistakes when you're dead. Hell, he'd better come back. He's got work to do. Wrongs he needs to right.
She's right.
Okay then. Come on, let's hurry up and restore the system.
Colonel?
Everyone wait. There's one more thing I need to talk to you about.
Oh man, what now?
The truth is, exactly one MIM in New LA actually is being controlled remotely from a real body held in stasis here.
Wait, someone isn't stored in the database with the rest of us?
That's right. This was a special case.
The hell does that mean?
Better just to show you.
Colonel!
Elma is dead?
No. I think this is...
I haven't died. My consciousness has just returned to my real body.
Elma? Is that really you?
Yes. This is my true form. I was kept here in stasis, the only xenoform on board.
Wait a second. All this time you were an alien?
No way.
And all the more lovely for it.
I hope you all understand. And at the end of the day, I just hope you'll still consider me as one of you.
Of course we will. You've earned that, Elma. It's not about how you look. It's the person you are on the inside. That's what counts.
Yes, yes!
Lynn's right. Colonel, listen. We know whatever you did, you felt it was for the greater good.
Yeah. Nothing's changed.
That's right.
Everyone, thank you. Your trust means everything to me, and I have so much more to tell you now that this time has finally arrived. But first, there's something I must do. And it's something that only I can do. There. The backup power should be all set.
Biometric authorization accepted. Initializing backup power system.
Hey, so did that really just work? There's no way it might still run out of juice?
No, it's working.
Elma, it's Secretary Nagi.
Put him through.
It's official, everyone. Power has been restored. Congratulations. Fandom is reporting that the ganglion forces outside the Lifehold have been routed. The Prospectors should have the main power system back online in a matter of days.
Roger that.
It's over. Excellent work, all of you.
Well, we all gotta die sometime, but it won't be today.
That's right. Once the main power's back online, we don't need to worry about running out again.
And we won't even need that anymore once we're back in our bodies.
Yup, you got that right.
First things first, we'll need to get the control system repaired. Then we'll hit up the database down below. We need to check on your memories.
Just a second. Wasn't she saying she was gonna tell us the rest of what she knows?
Hey, that's right. I got so excited I almost forgot.
Relax, there's no need for us to hurry, right? We're finally home free. We've got all the time in the world now.
Well, it's a pretty long story. Tell you what, why don't we go back to New LA, and we can talk over a nice big celebratory feast.
Good idea. Lily can cook it all. Tatsu will oversee.
Yeah, you can watch over everything. From inside the stew pot. Okay?
All right then. It's settled.
Well then, without further ado...
Right. Back to New LA. We're ready now. Ready to go home. It was 30 years ago when Elma first came to Earth. She'd come with a mission. A war was being waged between the Interstellar Federation the Ganglion belonged to and another alien civilization. And Elma knew that eventually, that war would come to Earth. She came to our planet, alone, to save us. She convinced those in power, like Secretary Nagi, that the threat was real, and helped put into motion a grand plan to preserve all of mankind. Her alien tech brought us skells so we could defend ourselves. It gave us light-speed travel to ensure our escape. And it led to mimeosomes to facilitate our survival. None of this would have been possible for centuries without the help we received from Elma. Everyone says the Earth died that day. But not me. I don't believe it. The white whale couldn't have been the only Ark to escape either. There must be other survivors out there. Somewhere. The path ahead may not be clear, and it certainly won't be easy. But for now, the important thing is we're here, on Mira, and we're alive. And we'll live on, for now, with faith in our hearts that one day we can once again set out to search for the planet we left behind.
In your
Wait, what? This damage isn't from our last battle. It's from earlier, when we crashed on Mira.
It does look pretty bad in there, doesn't it? You'd never know it by looking at the exterior.
All right. I'm entering the database chamber.
Be extra careful in there. That's everything we've been working for.
Understood. What?
What is it, Elma? Is there a problem with the database?
No. That's impossible.
Elma, report. Elma!
Secretary. I'll stick to the facts. The system. Everyone's consciousnesses and memories. The entire database. Has been destroyed for some time.
Destroyed? What do you mean? Explain yourself.
The entire chamber is flooded. It's trashed. The system is completely shut down. And not just recently. It's been this way since we got to Mira.
That's absurd. Then how are we... How in the world would anyone be?
I know. So then why would you be alive? It's not possible. Without the database, all your identities should be gone too. It's this planet. It's something about this planet.
What in God's name is going on?
Settle down now. Let's not jump to conclusions before the analysts reach a verdict.
What? You think since we're still walking and talking we shouldn't raise any alarms?
Yes, something like that.
But it's so disturbing to think about.
Commander, you're the one in charge here. Let's not make the troops uneasy now.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, wasn't my intention.
Lynn, we know how you feel. But right now, we have to put aside our fears. The Lifehold crew are working hard too, pushing it down as best they can. Their time's just as short. Sit tight and have faith.
Elma. I'm sorry. Everyone's busting their butts, and here I am just thinking about myself. Okay, I'll be patient.
Tatsu will also be patient.
You're not even a mim, potato brain.
It's this planet. It's something about this planet. We have just had our first glimpse into Chapter 13 of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. After 10 years, it's no longer a case of this story never truly ending. We finally have a proper ending in sight. Right, I missed a lot of people coming into chat while I was muted there. So hello, Iron Pro. I don't think I've said hello to you yet. Hope you are doing well. Hello, Potatoes Tomatoes. Welcome to the stream. This is your first time here. I hope you've been having a good time. Hope you've been enjoying the finale of this game. Hello, Karkis as well. I hope you're all doing very well. You feel bad for Lynn having to cook 2 massive feasts in one day. Yeah, that's a lot of work for the poor girl. They're really putting her through it. So, I love that credits theme so much. I love just all of the music in Chapter 12, the final boss theme, the Vita battle theme. It's all so good. The theme that plays when you enter the Lifehold. I just like Chapter 12. It's where the game's story really starts to get interesting. It starts to do interesting things. The whole moral debate behind whether it was right to replace everyone's bodies with mimiosomes and put everyone in a database, that sort of thing. And in the original, it was a real shame that when the story started doing that, it just ended. But that is no longer the case. Lao and the Vita together, I think, do make for a pretty good final boss anyway. I never had that issue with Chapter 12. But the story does feel like it ended at what would be the halfway mark of the other games. So it's nice that we're actually finally getting some proper closure. A lot of people, when they found out the story was being extended, were a little bit worried that it would affect the end game and the post game of the game in some way, that they would change everything that you could do after Chapter 12, although thankfully I'm able to say they did not. The Chapter 12 post game experience is here as it was in the Wii U version. If you just want to ignore the epilogue and pretend you were playing the Wii U version, you can. You can fight super bosses, you can craft level 60 skulls, you can do all of the post-game side quests. All of that stuff is still here. Chapter 13 and beyond, well, it's really just Chapter 13, exist in addition to the original post-game of the Wii U version. Hey, Ascended Card, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You joined at a good point in the story. Yeah, you joined right at the end. Except reflect builds are a bit worse. I did not know that. I assumed that there hadn't really been too many balancing tweaks. Not that I really tended to use reflect builds, that's just not the sort of thing that I do. So yeah, a couple of things to go over now that we are in the original version of the post-game. Just like in the original, you can go into somewhere in here. Visuals, I think. Yeah, you can go in here and you can change Elma to be in her true form or in her Mimiosome form. Of course, I'm going to be using true form because why wouldn't I? She's revealed herself now, there's no reason to hide it. What else is there to go over? Yes, so I've kind of glossed over the Mirren archives up until now, but after Chapter 12 we do get some kind of interesting stuff in here. Obviously we get a bit of information on the true form of Elma, who brought all the Skells and Mimeosomes. It's confirmation of, you know, everything Lau went through. The truth of the Ganglion is in here. Bit of information on the Vita. So it is the ultimate Skell with technology unknown to both human and Ganglion. It's composed of dark matter. Got the fluids, got the quantum mainframe, got the Trion or Trion barrier, depending on which of the two pronunciations in that cutscene you want to use. Obviously, you got the whole destroyed Lifehold core. And our first proper look at the Samarians. Yeah, we're going to be getting into some of that stuff. Can I use her new outfit? I'll get to that. I will get to that. Right, the next thing that I want to go over is I want to kick Elma out of the party quickly, because her final heart-to-heart changes depending on if you've beaten Chapter 12 or not. I think in my original stream series, I did the pre-Chapter 12 version, so I figured while I've got the opportunity, why not show off the post-Chapter 12 version? Oh, hello, Cross. Sorry about that, I was just lost in thought. Or maybe it's more accurate to say that I was getting a bit sentimental. When exactly did this place become my home? When did I grow to love it so? So many unexpected things have happened, you know. And yet humanity has begun to lay down roots on this planet in spite of it all. I don't know, maybe that's why I feel like my perceptions have changed a little. When I finish a mission and return to the barracks, it really feels like I'm coming home. I feel the same way. It makes me happy to hear that. Did you know that our floor is unique within the Blade Barracks? Our quarters are larger than those of the other teams and also come with the biggest kitchen. I've been blessed to be able to share them only with people I trust completely. Nagi and Vandam even allowed me to bring Lin and Tatsu in here despite her age and his... well, him. It was good of them to make all that happen. No, I'm afraid that's not it. Blade has no ranks, not in a practical kind of way, I mean. The only people who really care that I'm a colonel are Arena and Gwyn. Think about it. Would you and Lin really want to live under the same roof as someone you had to address as colonel all the time? No, rank means nothing here. Anyway, if you have another opportunity someday, I might tell you more about it, and about me. But for now, we should drop it. I know you're busy enough with me taking up all your without me taking up all your time. Wait, was that not her final one? No, that was, huh? That was not the dialogue I was expecting. She was meant to talk a little bit about accepting her in her true form. Maybe they moved that to after the epilogue, I don't know. Well, I tried to show it off. I guess I failed. A couple of other things that have changed. The game's level cap has been risen from level 60 to level 99. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really mean all that much. All of the best gear still requires you to be level 60 to equip it, so you can still do all of your crazy endgame builds at level 60. Level 99 just means that your absurdly high damage numbers are going to be slightly higher, but they were already absurdly high anyway, so, you know. It's not like there's any new gear for after level 60 or anything like that. Right, let's head over to Armory Alley. Because all of the post-game skills are now accessible, as they would be on Wii U, and I wanted to show... not that, or that, or that, or that, or that. I wanted to show that, yes, there is a level 60 version of the Hresvelg, and yes, it still kind of sucks in combat compared to the other skills. Especially when you have this thing sitting on the table. It is entirely possible to grind up to level 60 and make yourself an Ares 90 before you start the epilogue. I wouldn't recommend it, because the epilogue is not balanced around having an Ares 90, and you will just obliterate everything, and that won't be any fun. I mean, it might be fun, depending on how you like to enjoy a game. But I want to go through it properly. I want to have a little bit of a challenge. So I'm not going to be making this. In fact, I'm not really going to be doing too much post-game stuff on this playthrough at all, so I probably won't even bother making an Ares. But, you know, I just wanted to show that you still could. Speaking of post-game stuff, all of the post-game outfits that you can make, like the bunny suit and Elma's true form outfit, you can still make. And in fact, I had a lot of reward tickets from just playing the game, so I got myself all of the materials for Elma's outfit, because I wanted her to be wearing this for the epilogue. If you're familiar with the Wii U version, you will notice that all of these materials are now significantly cheaper. They've cut the costs of a lot of endgame equipment. All of the augments, all of the scales, all of the outfits. They're still pretty expensive, but they're not as expensive as they used to be. The endgame used to be a real grind to get into, but between reduced costs and it just being so much easier to get reward tickets, the endgame is so much more accessible now, and I cannot tell you how happy I am about that, because I would have loved to have properly have gotten into the endgame of Xenoblade X, but the grind was basically a second job. Now it's actually somewhat feasible. Wait, why do you need a slimy tongue to make the outfit? Don't think about it. Forgot what it was, but you need 38 of a Telethia drop for the bunny suit. Are those really even more expensive in the original? Yep. Yep. And I grinded that in the original. It took fucking ages. And I did it for you guys. I did it for the content. I'm not doing it this time. Right, let's get Elma in this outfit. Oh, it does show off a nice bit of midriff there, doesn't it? There are colour variants of her outfit, but they are significantly more expensive, so we're just going to be sticking with the standard version. And yeah, that's basically it in terms of the post-game stuff I wanted to show off. Yeah, I just don't really want to jump into the post-game stuff. It's not really relevant to the epilogue, and this was just meant to be an abridged playthrough of what was the original Wii U version. So, let's head over to the chat screen, and let's have a bit of a chat, because that's what it's for. So, I adore Xenoblade Chronicles X. You guys know that. You've known that for years. It's no surprise. I still adore it. That has not changed. It definitely has issues. I mean, there are pretty big structural issues with the game. The enemy placements in some side quests are not great. And the story, while I really do enjoy it, does take a while to get going. Like, it's only really in Chapter 8 and then Chapter 11 and 12 where it feels like stuff is actually happening in the story. That sort of stuff was never going to be fixed in Definitive Edition, because that would just require massive changes to the game that are way beyond the scope of what a remaster is meant to be. But all of the bullshit, all of the little nitpicks that I had, collectible missions, having to run around to get all your party members, all of that sort of stuff, Definitive Edition has fixed all of that. And it is amazing. I made a video last year, and it was like a 40-minute video that had a ton of things that I wanted to see them change. And pretty much everything in that video got addressed in some way. I think the only thing that didn't was that I wanted an event theatre, and we didn't get that, which is a shame. That did prevent me from doing something for this series that I wanted to do. But apart from that, every change they made was good. Graphically, I mean, the game already looked great graphically anyway, but the colours pop so much more now, the character models are massively improved. They were definitely not the original strong suit. And then we got new content on top of all of that. We got 3 new party members, we got 4 new quests, and while that doesn't sound like much... There's a fucking fly in my face, fuck off. While that doesn't sound like much, the game already has a ton of side content, and it fits into it really nicely. And it's all pretty high quality as well. Neil is a really fun character. I love her quests. They touch on a lot of lore and mysteries that the original left unanswered. Liesel just has a really compelling and interesting and dark plotline with a really, really hateable villain who is satisfying to take down. And then while Gajarg doesn't have any new quests, all of his affinity missions already existed. It's nice that he is just playable now. That was one of the biggest missed opportunities with the original, and I'm glad that they have finally amended that. But more important than all of that is that this is the second chance that I've always wanted X to have. X, through no fault of its own, launched on the Wii U, and as much as I love this big old clunky thing, it was a failure. It was a failure of a console. And X kind of went down with the ship. It never got its time in the spotlight. Xenoblade 2 came out pretty quickly afterwards, and it seemed like for a while there that was it. The series was just going to go forward with 2 and 3. We'd get a little nod to X every now and then. But then that fateful day, right after I finished streaming Xenoblade 3 last year, we got that trailer, and suddenly all seemed right with the world again. Now, whether X is able to fully capitalize on this second chance is beside the point. I'm just happy that it got the chance. If, even with being on a console that more than 10 people own, it isn't successful enough to get a follow-up, I'll be sad, but I think I'd be able to accept it. You know, it wouldn't feel like it was robbed of that chance anymore. It would just feel like it failed in a normal way. And I wouldn't be happy about that, but I could live with it. That said, I really, really do hope that we get a follow-up. The original trilogy is great. I love the main Xenoblade games, but they are complete. They have told their story. They've hit a nice stopping point. Yeah, you could quite easily continue them. But should you, when you have a story right here with a massive world that's just begging to be explored even more? This is X's time, and I really, really hope Monolith continue to do something with it. Speaking of, though, the original version of X left us with a lot of unanswered questions and mysteries. And the new epilogue is promising to answer at least a few of those. So before we get into that, I thought it would be a good idea to take stock of all of those, run through them all, and make sure they're fresh in everyone's minds. So, when it comes to X, I feel like you can put the mysteries into one of 3 categories. You have mysteries relating to humans / the protagonists, you have mysteries relating to the wider universe of X, and then you have mysteries relating to Mira itself. So, in terms of the protagonist mysteries, the big one that's been kind of dropped on us right on the end here is, who is Elma? Where is she from? Why did she come to Earth? How did she know Earth was in danger? Lots of good stuff there. Related to her, we have the mystery of her partner. Who is he? What happened to him? Where is he? Thanks to Liesl's Affinity mission, we do now know his name. It is Alois Bernal. Related to the both of them, we have the original Ares. What is the deal there? What's so special about that skull? Why is it so powerful? Also, where the hell is it? I didn't have time to get into Yell's missions during this run of the game, but that also does drop another pretty big mystery. What the fuck are J-bodies? What is going on there? Because that cutscene was hella creepy. Clearly a big mystery there. And then, another thing that was dropped on us right at the end. What is Lau doing on that beach? How is he there? Who is walking up to him? On to the mysteries relating to the wider universe. We have the mystery of who the other alien race that the Ganglion were fighting are. There was another race, you know, they had these big, massive purple ships, weird-looking lasers, kind of freaky-looking, and it was them that shot down the white whale, not the Ganglion. Who are they? What is their deal? Where had they been for the last 12 chapters? We have the mystery of the Samarians. Who are they? Why are they so important? How are they connected to humanity? Who is Luxar's Great One? Luxar seemed pretty taken with the guy. Seemed to love him quite a bit, and he had his own really cool mech, the Vita. Who is he? What's his deal? Where the hell has he been? One other mystery that we did have was who are the Clurians, but thanks to Neil Nail's quest, we actually have some answers there now. We know quite a bit about them now. Then we have the mysteries relating to Mira. And it's a big one, because what is it about this planet? How is everyone alive? How can all of the various races communicate with each other? Why can't anyone leave? I didn't do Professor B's quest on stream, again because of time, but that also does bring up the fact that even time travel does not allow you to escape Mirror. Then we did have the mystery of who built all of the ruins on Mirror, but again, thanks to Nilnail's quest, we have a lot more information there now. But there's still a lot about Mirror's history that we don't know. For example, El has been on the planet since times of antiquity. Who the fuck is El? And why is his name an anagram of Lucifer? Why are there Nopon on the planet? Why is there a Telethia on the planet? At least with the Nopon, they're kind of a mascot race. You can hand wave it. But the Telethia had a very specific role in Xenoblade 1's story. Why is there a Telethia on X? And then there's the big one. Does Xenoblade X connect to the other games in the series? And if it does, how? So that's a lot of questions that need to be answered. Is it possible that a short story edition added during a remaster can answer all of that? Well, during pre-release, I was convinced no. There is no way you can answer all of those questions in a satisfying way. It's just not possible. I was like, you know what? It's going to answer one or two, tease an answer for another couple, and then it will lead into something more. What did it actually end up doing? Well, we will see. But we won't be seeing today, and we won't be seeing next week. As I said when I announced that I was going to be streaming Definitive Edition, I'm breaking this up into 2 seasons. Season 1 ends today with Chapter 12. The epilogue will be Season 2, and we're going to take a bit of a break with a different game between those. Now, I would love to just jump into the epilogue, but I have been playing Xenoblade X for weeks. I've been playing it a ton between streams just to keep myself leveled up and ready for each of the story chapters. I need a little bit of a break from it, and I've picked out a game that is very different gameplay-wise, but in terms of the setting of the game, it is about space, so you could say it's related in that way. And that game is So, the next game that I will be playing is Super Mario Galaxy, or more specifically, Super Luigi Galaxy. So, a bit of context. Last year, I just got this itch to play Galaxy, and I was like, oh, I could stream it. But I had so much going on with Xenoblade 3 last year that I was like, okay, I can't fit it into streams. I'll just play it in my own time. But even a full playthrough of the game, I was like, you know what? I'm kind of not done. I could try a Luigi playthrough, but then I thought about it, and the idea of playing the game 100% twice, back to back, made me just go, you know what, maybe not. So I put it on the back burner, and I just put it to the side. So when it came to planning out what games I wanted to do this year, it was a clear choice. I was like, well, I could do the Luigi playthrough, because I've never done a Luigi playthrough of Galaxy. I have never been and played the final Galaxy myself. I know what it is, I've seen it. But there's a difference between just seeing it on a video and playing it yourself, you know? Yeah, there's various reasons why I've never done that. It's just obviously I've never felt like playing the game twice in a row, and when I was a kid, I moved around a lot, so my saves were just on various consoles across the years, so I never got the chance to play it twice on the same console. I'm gonna be changing that now. Obviously, bit of an elephant in the room. Nintendo very, very recently announced that this game and Galaxy 2 are coming to the Switch. I'm not going to be playing the Switch version. In fact, I'm going to be getting started on this the day before that version comes out. Just because I still want to do the Luigi thing. I want to do the Luigi playthrough. I want to play that final Galaxy, and if I wanted to do that on the Switch version, I would have to play the game twice back to back, which is what I wanted to avoid. And me choosing to play this has nothing to do with that. I planned to play this on stream back in January, when I teased all of those games. It's just a very weird coincidence. I seem to have like a magic power that just summons game announcements. So if anyone has any requests for future games that I should play, just, you know, send me a message. Anyway, I will be getting started on that on Wednesday, as I'm not going to be streaming next weekend, as I have family visiting. So I don't really want to delay this game by 2 weeks. I just want to jump right into it. We'll blast through it really quickly. It's not exactly a long game. I don't know how long it'll take me. I'm estimating probably about 4 streams, sounds right. And then we will get right back to Xenoblade X and jump into Chapter 13. But we are going to be seeing X one more time before Galaxy is done, because Sam unfortunately wasn't able to make the collab stream coming up on Thursday, so me and Ben decided that we would do a collab ourselves, and we're going to be doing some Xenoblade X multiplayer. It will be here on this channel, but if you haven't already followed Ben, please do give him a follow. He is Pigeon2QWERTY for you in chat. He is a good friend of mine, a great streamer. He's currently kind of in between games. He's not yet announced what he's going to be streaming next, though I assume that that announcement will be coming pretty soon. Anyway, I think that'll do it for today. I've got all my announcements out of the way. We've gone through everything I have to say about Xenoblade X Definitive Edition until the epilogue comes along, because God knows I have a lot to talk about when it comes to the epilogue. Like, I mean a lot. Like, a lot. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. As I just said, I will be back on Wednesday with the start of Super Mario Galaxy. And then we'll have some more Xenoblade X for you on Thursday. It'll be a nice little chill multiplayer stream. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do game audio or song requests. I love the game's audio, so I would be happy sticking with that, but also it does seem like the kind of stream where song requests would be fitting. I'll work that out. I've got a few days to decide. Anyway, have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye.